Betelgeuse is acting super weird and unstable. It could blow up any day now, maybe tomorrow, maybe even during this broadcast. When it does, it'll be as bright as a second sun. The James Webb Telescope spotted a crazy jump in its brightness, like 250%. This red star, the one on Orion's shoulder, has been doing some strange things, and people are getting excited. It might mean it's about to go supernova, which would be a once-in-a-lifetime show. But honestly, nobody knows when it'll happen. Experts think it could be soon. Stick around as we check out some of the weird stuff going on with this giant star. Betelgeuse could totally change how we understand space. It's a huge star, easy to spot as a red dot on Orion. If it were in our solar system, it would reach past Jupiter. It keeps astronomers interested because it's pretty close to us. Betelgeuse's brightness changes a lot, sometimes big changes, which is normal for it. It's all part of the star getting ready to collapse and go supernova. Even though it's always been easy to see, these weird brightness changes have caught everyone's attention. We don't totally know what's going on. Maybe it has to do with something that happened back in 2020. Scientists call it the Great Dimming. Between 2019 and 2020, Betelgeuse got way dimmer. Ever since, it's been pulsing twice as fast as usual. Now it's super bright again, shining like crazy in the early evening. As one of the brightest stars you can see, Betelgeuse is giving us a look at how stars die. It's going between bright and dim really quickly. In May 2023, a Twitter account called BetelgeuseBit, which looks at the star's changes, said it got 142% brighter. Now it's up 150%. Andrea Dupree, who studies space, says Betelgeuse is now the 7th brightest star at night, moving up from 10th place. If you're in the southern hemisphere, you can check it out in the early evening. Dr. Sarah Webb, an astrophysicist from Swinburne University in Australia, says it's cool because we're seeing the end of a huge star's life. It's something we haven't seen this closely before. By watching Betelgeuse, scientists can figure out what happens to red giants before they go supernova. When it finally blows, Betelgeuse will be super bright, maybe even visible during the day, and it might make shadows at night. Regular people who like to watch the stars and serious scientists are all watching to see what happens. Since Betelgeuse is only 650 light-years away, humans will have the best view ever of a supernova, so its eventual supernova will be seen by humans. Heidi Morris, a scientist at Los Alamos National Lab, says Betelgeuse has been getting brighter and dimmer for ages. Old cultures, like Aboriginal Australians and Greeks, saw it too. Usually, Betelgeuse's brightness changes about every 400 days, but since 2019, it's been changing faster, like every 10 to 30 days. This started after the star threw off some of its outer stuff. Even if this isn't normal, it could mean Betelgeuse is near the end. It might blow up soon. Still, it's hard to say when exactly. Even though we hope it happens soon, it's not likely anyone alive today will see it. Betelgeuse is a red supergiant, and it's only been around for about 10 million years. Our sun is about 5 billion years old. So, Betelgeuse is in the last part of its life. When it runs out of fuel, it will collapse and blow up. It will be brighter than other galaxies. The question is, when? People are guessing when Betelgeuse will blow, but experts don't know for sure. Robert A. Gruer, who looks at stars, says we don't know how to guess when Supern will happen. That's why nobody knows when Betelgeuse will explode. Which is not surprised since there aren't many Supern to observe. However, some interesting signs suggest Betelgeuse might not blow for a long time. Records show the star has been getting redder for 2,000 years. Jason Jakiewicz, who looks at stars at West Virginia University, says this might mean Betelgeuse became a red supergiant not too long ago. If that is correct, it might take a while for it to run out of fuel. NASA thinks Betelgeuse won't blow for another 100,000 years. But Heidi Morris says don't think it will stay the same that long. We need to keep studying the star. Even if we don't see it blow up, Dr. Sarah Webb reminds us we can't know for sure. The light we see from Betelgeuse is over 600 years old. So, maybe it already blew up, and we just don't know yet. It is a bit scary but interesting. There's still a lot to learn. Remember when astronomers thought only red supergiants could become supern? Then a blue giant star blew up in another galaxy, and we had to rethink things. Betelgeuse's changing brightness is cool, though. Even if it's brighter than we thought now, there's hope it will go back to its normal cycle. But some new looks at the star say it might blow soon. On June 2, 2023, a study wondered if the star is close to ending how it burns carbon in its core. Once the carbon is gone, it could collapse and go supernova in just a few decades. That's amazing, but the study is still going on. Maybe it will change. If it blows up while we're alive, it will be a super awesome event. When Betelgeuse finally goes supernova, it will shine brighter than Venus. You might even see it during the day. It will be 10,000 to 100,000 times brighter than usual, and it will be the brightest thing in the sky. Shadows will be visible at night. The explosion will hang around for about 100 days. It will be a rare chance for astronomers to see what happens after. Though Betelgeuse is far, the explosion will be safe for Earth. It will get a lot of interest from across the world. Old cultures thought supern were signs. This one will definitely start some interesting talks. Brian Princeton, who looks at stars, thinks this could get people excited about astronomy again. But before that, there will likely be some smaller explosions. Betelgeuse is not the only red supergiant star in our galaxy. There are other stars like it, like ARSCO. It could explode next. Statistically, our Milky Way is past time a supernova happen. It is only question when. Betelgeuse has had a wild past. In 2019, it got super dim, like 60% dimmer. This made people think it was getting ready to go supernova. But some scientists said it could just be a dust cloud blocking our view. When scientists used fancy pictures from the Very Large Telescope in Chile, they found it was likely caused by stuff. Even though we don't know what the future holds, Betelgeuse is still something exciting for people who study stars and space alike. It's unpredictable, and its brightness changes a lot. Betelgeuse has caught the attention of people who study stars and people who enjoy stargazing. It is famous for its size, how close it is, and the puzzles about how it changes. As a red supergiant, Betelgeuse already went through different states in short period, and it will become a supernova.